I would like to point out that DOD already leverages them in various forms everywhere, from Aegis to communications to network defense. More recently, more and more automation is being integrated. So I'm no augur, but I can tell you where I believe there's potential, to leverage this. Tools that introduce new opportunities and sensors, I think, is one, such as those that can pick out useful signals that fall below the signal to noise threshold. I think that's really exciting and potentially useful. Machine learning has some applications there. And when you're at the sensor level, when you're limiting it to the sensor level, you kind of are getting around that adversarial example side of the house, because you're not interpreting it. You're just like raising awareness. And also when you're introducing new capabilities altogether, like we couldn't pick things out below the signal to noise, or we were really bad at picking things out below that threshold before. But now, just like those super sensitive cameras that you see when you watch, Africa at Night or whatnot, if you on Netflix, we can pick out these things that were almost, they were too low before for us to make any sense of them, but the AI is able to fill in the blanks and kind of pick those signals out. So I think that's a useful thing. I think another is, it's true that the information environment, I think this has been raised at the highest levels of, like CNO and such. It's true that the information environment has become vast and can easily overwhelm humans. So what data to share and how that data is presented to the decision makers in a given battle space scenario and how fast that's done are all non-trivial problems that machine learning AI can help us solve. So small tools of limited scope, but definitive effect will and do have potential for positive impact in that arena. Tools that identify and focus attention of the watchstander or decision maker on important aspects of the information scene, maybe not eliminating the other avenues for us to pick up information, and a reminder that humans have a tendency when we are interacting with AI to focus on one thing and exclude the others, right? We need to remind our watchstanders that as they're interacting with these things, they cannot just take what they are presented by these automated systems as the only input. They need to keep their eyes open and their scan. If you're thinking in like aviation terms, scanning the instruments, they need to keep their scan broad to notice what's going on. But those are a couple of ideas. Tools that integrate multiple lines of information and assist the human in synthesizing known straightforward associations. Previously, I was a cryptologic warfare officer, right before I became a PMP. So very recently, not most recently, but very recently, I was this cryptologic resource coordinator for Carrier Strike Group 10 on Eisenhower, and in training and afloat. The ways in which we get timely national or even organically sourced data to the CSG commander or their tactical warfighters is unfortunately terribly ad hoc and dependent on multiple human processing links in there. So I see a role for AI, for machine learning and AI as assisting us in filtering out that chaff and assisting us in distilling key information.